How's it going on, guys? Sometimes you hate to say this about certain people or to certain people, but quite frankly, Julius Malema, who is the leader of the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters Party in South Africa, Economic Freedom Fighters Party. Julius Malema, you are an evil idiot. You're an evil idiot. You're a moron, and you're like the devil, okay? And you're a liar. Let me explain this. He's talking about how black South Africans shouldn't celebrate Heritage Day because that white South Africans own about 80% of the land, and that he says our land, our heritage, that we shouldn't that black South Africans, I should say, shouldn't celebrate Heritage Day until they get the land back. Let me explain this. Your land was not stolen, nor was your ancestors' land. The only people who had their land stolen by white South Africans were the coloreds, descendants of Khoisan. Okay? Black South Africans stole land from each other. Long before Jan van Riebeeck, the colonialist Dutch settler who was not a good guy, but before Jan van Riebeeck and his Dutch settlers arrived in South Africa, black South Africans were stealing land from each other. Okay? The Zulu tribe expanded and dominated Zululand because the Ndwandwe and the Mathitwa tribes were at war with each other. And they were able to capitalize on that and conquer both of them. Okay? That is land theft. Nobody's talking about that kind of land theft. Okay? When Jan van Riebeeck and his Dutch settlers moved in, black Africans from Zimbabwe and other countries north of South Africa moved in at around the same time. Okay? This was outside of Zululand. And the only reason the coloreds and the Khoisan still exist is because the white Dutch settlers and the white British soldiers kept black South Africans from annihilating them. Okay? Does that justify apartheid? No. Does it justify treating black South Africans like dogs the way they were treated in apartheid? No. But those days are over. Okay? Black majority rule has existed in South Africa for 23 years now, okay? Those days are over, okay? The apartheid days are over. And when Nelson Mandela was president, after apartheid ended, and he said that the land theft was not going to happen, that it was unconstitutional. And your proposal got killed in Parliament. So basically what you're calling for is illegal theft. It's a thuggish, demonic behavior, and you're just whining because you're not getting your way with this, and smart people in Parliament killed the bill because you see what's happening in Zimbabwe. Their country has gone from third world to fourth world. Okay, it didn't justify what happened in Rhodesia, but when Rhodesia first became Zimbabwe in the 1980s, it was second world. And the first 5 to 10 years, Mugabe ran the country okay. And then after that, decline. It went from second to third world pretty quickly, and then quicker it went from third world to fourth world. Okay? And that just shows you don't care about your country if you're wanting to do this, because all that's going to do is run South Africa's economy into the ground. And then you had the audacity to swear on national television and say WTF with this, with people who rightfully call it land theft. It is land theft. He said, but when whites do it, they call it colonialism. Nobody's talking about the justifications of that colonialism, okay? Helen Zilla made an incorrect tweet about colonialism, which I didn't like, but the Democratic Alliance took care of that, okay? I mean, they did. Just like it or not, they did. So, yeah, Julius Malema, you're an evil idiot. You have no economic infrastructure plan. You have no way of trying to bring investments into South Africa. And you're just calling for the slaughtering of white people at your rallies. There's all these kill white signs. You're calling for murder, and you got blood on your evil hands, you moron. Anyways, hope everyone's doing well. Take care. God bless them. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.